sex is the deepest form of intimacy. Okay? The thing about it is that we have a misconception, a common misconception, right? I just posted on my Instagram a few days ago. I saw this video and it had this phrase and it hit me so good. So I wrote it down and I made a little, little drawings all around it. Basically, the phrase says, a society that's addicted to sex yet terrified of intimacy. Sex is the deepest form of intimacy. You know what sex is? Sex is basically soul bonding. It's soul union. Okay? When you have sex with someone, which sex is actually the strongest energy that we have, and the reason why it's the strongest energy is because it's the energy of creation, sacral chakra energy, creation, passion. Those things go together. They go together, and it's normal when you have wounds around sex, and I always recommend heal those. It's you see the world in a new light when you heal those. Okay, you can do it with subliminals, with Reiki, just here on YouTube. You don't need a huge thing, right? And you can do it yourself also. But the thing about it is that sexual energy is the strongest energy because it's the energy of creation. Source has the energy of creation of souls. Okay? What happens after you have sex? In the best cases, fertility, you get pregnant, you give birth to a soul, a body, a new human. Do you realize that? The best way I can explain it to myself to actually kind of grasp the concept of birthing a new human is, if I were to birth someone that would become a human just as complex as I am. I could get out of my womb someone as complex with a life of its own like it's my own. That's incredible. That's fucking incredible. 222 on the timer. Okay? And the thing about it is, I always like to think about God, for example, like this big ocean, right? You think of the ocean. Now you take a cup from the ocean. That's the ocean. This is not the ocean. But it has the same qualities. It's still salt and water. It's still intelligent. It's still the same content, okay? That's how I perceive God to create souls, right? He grabs a little part of him, and I've always made this representation. He grabs a little part of him and he shapes it specifically. Like he molds it, he makes it into something, right? You have all of God qualities within you, and I think the strongest one indeed is sexual energy, because sexual energy is the energy of creation, highest energy of them all. Source energy is the energy of creation of souls. Creation of souls. Do you get how deep that is? That's incredible. Just like a womb, it's a portal for a soul to come through. And I remember, I know what a pregnancy is, obviously, right? We all do. But to such a surface level, I think. I remember my mom was telling me about how she was watching, as she was having me, she was watching this documentary series in which it showed you what happened with each week. So she would see it each week and know what was happening inside of her kidneys. A full functional brain is forming, a skin is forming, a system of whatever is forming, blood, bones, all of that just inside of you. It's crazy. That's the energy of creation, the same energy that we use for art, the same energy that we use for sex. It's the same one. Is the energy of creation, and the energy of creation is first feminine energy, but at the same time it's the energy of flow, of liberation. You cannot hold in a divine feminine. It's like cats are feminine energy. You do not go and grab a cat. No, if you want a cat, the cat has to come to you, okay? If a cat does not want to be held by you, they will squirrel out of there, okay? And I think it's so crazy Obviously, all of this, I do believe it's purposeful, right? Um, we're not going to get into that right now, but I do know and I do believe that it is purposeful, right? Sexual energy is the strongest energy. It would be easiest to take away our power from us, by, demonizing sex and making it seem like, oh, yeah, it's really cool, this and whatever, and taking away all the power from it. Making it seem like it's just, a thing that you do for love or for fun, and not something that is sacred. Something that is sacred, ritualistic, ceremonious, a connection from your soul to another soul, straight to God. God, the universe, source, divinity, the divine, however you call it, however you resonate. But the thing is, that's what it is. Okay? In the book, The Way of the Artist, I don't know if that's the name in English. In Spanish is El Camino del Artista. It says that book is actually quite spiritual, okay? And it says that she was writing this book trying to, understand the way of the artist, and that she realized that creation is, basically what source is. I cannot put it onto her words, you can read it up. But she basically said that creation is the way we honor source for creating us, because creation is source energy. It's God's power per se, right? I like to say source better, but it's like source energy. The energy of creation is source energy, is the divine, the most high. Okay? And I think it's very conveniently placed, and I'm not saying, it's obviously used for evil, but it's quite strategic. It's incredibly strategic how the way they did to strip us of our power is to make us forget our divinity. Our divinity. We are all divine beings, but not all of us are living in our sovereignty, which is so important. Because the thing is, when you give away your power, and I didn't know what giving away your power was. Giving away your power is, being helpless to a situation, to the point in which you give away your power to another person, like, I can't do this without you, right? Are you giving away your power to that person? I cannot go along without that person. That's giving away your power. By doing that, you inherently gave away your power because you do not believe you own one. You do not know that you have one. And then we have to remember again, right? But it's within us all along. And like it or not, know it or not, things work without you knowing how they work. The problem with you being, you know, naive about these things, being ignorant about these topics, is that those things still work. You still go with other people, have fun, or just, have a one night stand, or just have boyfriends, right, or girlfriends that do not align with you that way, and you never ask, you never pop the question. You never pop the question because you're like, what does it matter? It's just sex. It's sex. It's not just sex. It's not just sex. You're linking your soul to their soul, and not just linking like energetic cords. Sexual cords are the strongest ones. Okay, it's soul union. That's why it's so important. And to a degree, that may be why sex after marriage, only because if you marry someone, you're making a vow to God, which is incredibly important. You're promising to this person in front of God, like a testimony, that you're gonna cherish this person from now until the day that you die. Okay, I do believe that marriage is supposed to be forever, but not as in, if I marry you, I'm never gonna be without but as in, I'm gonna marry the right person because I want to marry the person that I'm gonna be with forever, because I'm not gonna promise to God a thing that I don't mean, right? And it's, it would make sense that, in that sense, yes, sex after marriage, because all of this and all that, and it's ridiculous. Not ridiculous in a bad way, but it's extremely complicated, and I actually think that the people that actually do that, their will must be incredible, or the libido must be so low. I don't know, but actually, props to fucking you. Props to you, seriously, because that would be the goal. But the thing about it is, to strip us of our knowledge, to strip us of our memories, to strip us of what we know for us to be. It's like being erased of our memories. Who would you be if now you got amnesia and you don't remember anything about yourself? If you don't remember your name, you don't remember your house, you don't remember what you like, what you don't like, where are you from, what things you enjoy, what's your favorite food, do you like to eat, are you allergic to this or not? If you forgot all of those things, you would be stripped naked. Even if not literally, figuratively, honestly, stripped naked, you have nothing to hold on to. And of course, you would give away your power in that sense. Because, you will go around and be like, oh, you know nothing. You have nothing to hold on to. You lost your power when you lost your memory, okay? And I think that's why it's so important that we understand that sex is the deepest form of intimacy, because I always feel like, it's not just sex, I you know I want to get intimate, but not that way, like also this intimate, right? And I think, this is my personal feeling, thank you spirit, but I personally think that sex is the deepest form of energy, the deepest form of intimacy. Yeah, and the strongest form of energy connection, thank you spirit. Because exactly, because you fuse yourself with another person. Body, mind, and soul. What's going on, throat chakra? Body, mind, and soul, and heart. Because you're supposed to do it with the person that you love. Because you wouldn't want to connect your soul with another person. Okay, it's union. Spirit saying it's union. Your soul and their soul. It's not that they become one, but now you share. Okay, I saw this video the other day that said that with sex, you don't only exchange energy, you exchange anxiety, you exchange depression, you exchange fears, doubts, expectations, limitations, everything that is basically your identity, you share that with them now. And oh my god, Spirit is showing me, when I see energetic cords, etheric cords are basically like this thin air, almost like a cobweb type of cord. Then energetic cords are like, a cord, like optic fiber, for example. He is showing me sexual cords to be like a human here, and it's just this thick cord. Like they are basically one person only. That's so huge, guys. That's so huge, guys. Imagine there's a person here, and if you do it like this person here, it's like an hourglass, okay? That's how huge the cord is. You share everything with them. Everything with them. And a person with a sexual cord attached to you, mostly if it's an energetic vampire in a venom. Mostly if it's energetic vampire, someone that's trying to steal your energy, they can do that. They can pull information from you. They can pull your energy from you. They can drain you. It's so strong and it's so important. Yeah, Spirit is stressing out. It's so important to cut those cords. Cut those cords. If you have been in sexual contact with someone that you do not have contact with anymore, maybe it be an ex, it be a one night stand, it be something that you do not want, you do not want to be in contact with anymore, cut that cord. Cut it, and cut it seriously. Take this seriously. Sexual energy is the strongest energy. Is source energy, the most high. Okay? Do not play about your sexual energy. Your sexual energy is the center of your power, the center of your sovereignty, of your divinity. Okay, do not forget it. Do not forget it. Do not forget it. You are a divine being. You are a God's children. You were made from the own God vessel. Okay? The same thing that God is made of, you are made of. Like a cup of water taken out straight from the ocean. This water is not the ocean, but is has the ocean within it. It has all the same properties as the ocean. Do not forget your power. Do not forget your divinity. Do not forget your sovereignty. You are a powerful being. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Be responsible for your own power. Yeah. Strong message, but I'll leave it there.